Great, very, very much. Thank you. Some other items under my report, the President and I, and Dr. Kerrigan as well, discussed the preliminary agenda for the September board retreat, which will be held at the Market House and Square in Lake Forest upstairs. And what we have so far, proposed agenda items include the enrollment trends and proposed strategies, tuition and targeted financial aid, strategic investments, student success updates, and funding of significant projects. And Dr. Weber asked me to let you know that we're going to try to keep the materials that we send to you at a minimum. And the format that we're trying to create here is discuss primarily the key concepts and get our input based on the concepts rather than trying to give you so much material that at times, as I'm sure you would agree with me, difficult to maneuver around all that material. So hopefully we'll be able to have more of a discussion with the board discussion with the concepts that the administration is going to bring forward to you. If you have something else that you want to put on the agenda, let me know. But that's kind of where we're at. Any comments or questions on that? Okay. Videotaping. Okay, so we talked about this topic in the past, and I assume this would be the time to speak up, but I'd like to move forward with CLC handling the administration, us handling that, taking it not necessarily away. That's maybe not the best word from the faculty, but I think that we want to perhaps take over that opportunity. And so unless I hear from you differently, we're going to move on that soon. We have some cost as well at the table, at the place. There's some cost there that should be prepared for you.
You know, I don't know, Mr. Chairman, I don't think we gave everyone a cost sheet. I think you and the Vice Chair have those, but David can give you a quick summary. But essentially, the cost can go anywhere from $16,000 to almost nothing, depending on the quality of the system you want to use. I think our approach would be to go with a very low-cost system at first, and then you see if you think it's adequate, and we can always move up from there.
Can we just get a copy of whatever it is that we're talking about?
Sure, we could get you one now before that.
Yeah, sorry, I thought you guys.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Are we using our students, our people to do this? Is that
Yeah, well, that's
That's
the array of
option
options
3
you'll see in a minute. One, it goes all the way from having our own staff do it, all the way to students do it. So we would probably start with one of our own staff now, and as I said, with just a basic camera, and then we can build on that later. But if there's an opportunity, we're trying to be a living laboratory, so if there's an opportunity to get students involved, we'll do that. That's a good point. Thanks.
I mean, it's a teachable opportunity.
Yeah.
So I think Derek's making some copies, so you'll have those in front of you. Are we okay?
I have a question.
Sure.
Do we have any data as far as the current viewership of the video that's already been taking place? Do we have data about who's watching, if anyone's watching?
Well, that is a good question. How many hits do you folks get?
I just tape them. I don't like Tracy. She posts them to her
Okay.
CLC FTPAC YouTube page.
At hits, to see the number of hits that are on some of them.
Usually less than that.
And some of them range anywhere from, 5 to 20 hits, and every once in a while you'll get one that's a bigger issue that may have, 50, 60, but you're not up in the hundreds.
Less than 100.
So
Yeah.
if the maximum cost to the college is $14,000, I don't know because I don't have the paperwork in front, but and if we're getting 20 to 25 hits, now if we were to extrapolate a calculated number, that's really, I would say, $600 or $700 per hit. right? Something like that. I'm just doing
Well,
quick math.
monthly hit, yeah, right.
That's a lot.
Well, and the way Tracy does it on Facebook, if that's where this gets published, is that the only place
Oh,
it
there's the
gets
hit
published?
rates, you got the hit rates, good.
Hit rates, good, there you go.
Yeah, I think the only place they publish them is on the CLC Faculty TAC Facebook page.
No, they're on
Or no,
a
YouTube. They do
they're on a
it
YouTube page, and then she shares them with that specific group.
And the way that I understand that she does it is she'll take topics and she'll say topic about whatever it happens to be. Discussion on completion rates or something.
Right. She doesn't post the whole meeting all at once. She takes out sections.
It's the whole meeting, but it's they're blocked. Like they're set up into like chunks so that all the information's relatively similar to whatever's in the videos about.
Is there?
No.
So,
3 views?
Some, yeah.
I'm not sure if that's necessarily the only way to do it. I mean, one way certainly to do it would be to just put the whole meeting on the website as an option that from the website you can listen to the meeting, and then you could listen to whatever parts that you wanted to. So I think we ought to think about how it gets presented, how we want to present it. And I certainly think just YouTube and Facebook are not the way to go. I mean, I think that it should also be on the college's website.
Yeah, I think what we would end up doing, I don't know, I guess it's, we can talk about it, but we'd probably end up using our YouTube channel. wouldn't we?
Yeah, what we do is we have a YouTube channel, and that's where all the videos that are on the website link to.
But, I guess what we just want is a sense of direction if you want us to move forward. If the cost per hit is a concern, we could do it very low budget, or we can do it not at all. I mean, it's strictly up to what you want to do.
No, I mean, if we don't want to do it, then let's not do it.
Well, I would be in the camp of not doing it or putting it on the back burner until there is a huge demand for this. But I don't know how you guys view $16,000. In the big scheme of things, it's probably not that big of a number, but I'm sure that we can probably find better uses of the 16,000 versus five hits.
Yeah, if you do the low budget end, it can be, and you as a student, it can be much less.
Is the option here either to take it over ourselves or to continue the way that it's been done, or to just not do it at all?
And those are the 3 options, really. Yeah,
Okay.
that's what we're presented with.
I-
Do you want to, I'm sorry.
I was going to say, I don't have a problem with continuing to videotape. If we're going to take it over, then I think we need to start out, like Dr. Weber said, at the lowest cost possible to figure out where we're going and get our feet wet and figure out what the worth is, so that we're not just throwing money out there for something that nobody's going to look at or care about.
On that big expense is the option 1 where it's professionally integrated.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not talking about that kind of expense if we use option 4, utilize existing resources to record. Is that correct?
Correct?
And how much are we talking about there?
It says,
Good question.
it's a low end there. Well, if we get a student worker to do it, as a student has been employed in the past, I assume it's that student rate with a camera, and then whatever time it would take to launch it onto the website.
Well, maybe we can have some real numbers presented to us before we
Yeah, I think
make a
we
decision
should.
on it.
Yeah.
We do have a
Sure.
meeting coming up in next week. Maybe we can
Yeah,
throw this one on there and knock it off real quickly if we have the numbers.
we'll give you the numbers.
And the hits as well.
Yeah, we'll give you numbers and hits, and we'll give you the low end, middle, and a high is what we'll do. All right?
Yeah, it's
David?
not hard to figure out the
Okay.
hits.
I have a question.
Sure.
Where's the proposal as far as board taking over this? I mean, why can't it continue to be done by the interested parties?
Well, it can be.
Yeah.
They have been taking over, they're paying for it.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, well, we talked about this before, there's a couple of reasons. I mean, we're taking over, perhaps if we use the professional, it would, not that you guys aren't doing a good job, but it would be enhanced a little bit. So I think they have a desire to have us do it, we don't have to do it. But, or we could just say, hey, folks can do it at the PAC, or not do it at all.
Well, how about we'll do this, if you'll all think about what you'd like, those are the options essentially. Faculty PAC can continue, we just go on as we're doing now. And then what we will bring you in terms of data is the low end cost, the lowest end cost for what we believe is reasonable quality. You already see the high end cost on the paper you have there, right? And then the number of hits you might expect, etc. So we'll get that for you. And you know, we don't have to hurry into this either. We can take it up at the September meeting too. I mean, or we can do it next week.
Well, we can do
Yeah,
it
next
2 months
year.
from now.
Right.
And we're not really looking at the number of hits we expect, we're looking at the history of the number
Yep.
of hits.
Exactly.
Okay,
Okay.
so we'll put that in abeyance. And Foundation Scholarship Gala is coming up on Saturday, September 26th at the Drake Hotel. And people are putting together some baskets. If you want to donate anything to one of the baskets, let Karen know. Intending to donate anything to one of the baskets that you're putting together, or Karen?
Yeah, actually, we were going to unite the President's Office basket with the Foundation's basket, and if you all would want to join in, we would make that a trustees, President's Office, and Foundation Office basket, a 3-part deal, so you can expect something spectacular, quite frankly, and we'll see. So if any of you are interested, just let Karen Sinise know.
Is there a theme to it?
We're open to any themes, but go ahead.
Funding the future.
Funding the future.
Karen
No
should, yeah.
theme to the basket?
Yeah, no, you get, yeah.
It's a very creative idea, soon to be developed.
With your assistance. if
Very
you like.
soon.
With your,
Well, and I've already promised, Jan Zovas twisted my arm months ago and said, you know, will you contribute something? So
Yeah.
I am giving her something. That doesn't mean I wouldn't do something with
It's
the
the
board.
same basket. It's the
Pardon?
same, that's the same one. She's talking about the same one we're talking about.
Really?
Yeah, because she's
Okay,
twisted
because
my
I
arm
thought she was
too,
looking
and
for
you're
something
supposed-
individually. I thought she wanted
all of
something
you don't see
individually.
what's going on.
Yeah.
behind the scenes.
It's one contribution.
I know Jan.
Yeah.
I did my own basket.
I did my own basket last year too.
We would welcome having it be integrated in one big basket.
Okay.
We really would.
Okay,
All right.
all right. So anything else on that, Karen?
Thank you very much for your support and your contributions, and we are looking forward to each and every one of you being at the gala. It's going to be an outstanding gala at the Drake. We are honoring Ed Waymer from Wintrust, and so we think it's just going to be an exciting event. Aaron Lauer is going to be having a table, and he's already put together a table of Lake County elected officials, and so we're very excited. And Ed Waymer has said that he wants this event to be the record-setting event.
Yeah.
And that means that we would like to be able to sell 300 seats at the gala, which would be a net of $160,000.
Nice. If you're ever gonna do it, that's the place to do it. I love the Drake Hotel.
Oh, we can sit, we've got the Gold Coast room, so we can do 400 in that room.
Ada and I'll be there. In fact, I booked a room for us the other day.
Yay,
And our 2 puppies are coming too.
cool.
They allow pets at the Drake.
Do they?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's cool. We'll open it.
Are we auctioning them off?
No. Are you kidding me?
Are they bidding on a basket?
Well, they may show up at our table.
Okay.
All right, thank you, Karen. Other items, we'll hold agenda item 11.1.2 through 11.1.3, which is the section of terminations for closed sessions. And as I mentioned earlier, the 11.3.2 and 11.3.3 related to administrative contracts will be held until after the closed session. And I will request a closed session on the Illinois File Statutes 5 ILCS 120, Section 2C1, appointment, employment, compensation, discipline, performance or dismissal of specific employees of the public body, and Section 2C5, the purchase of, or lease of real property for the use of the public body, and Section 2C11, which is litigation in action against or affecting or on behalf of a particular public body has been filed and is pending before court, and when the public body finds that action is probable or imminent, and I expect to have action after the closed meeting. So unless there's comments or questions for me,